Okay, so step one, log into Infusionsoft. So we're going to talk about how to create the registration links and the forms. So the first thing I want to do is go to the Infusionsoft icon, go to Legacy here, click Legacy, and then click on Legacy again and go to Add a Web Form here. Okay, so when you do that, let's call this Property 1 Day event, and then you have to put a dash and put registration at event, because there's another one already created that's exactly the same. We don't want to get confused, and copy that and just paste it there, and we click create form. Right, so once we've done that, we've now got a form which looks a little bit like this. So it's got first name, last name, email address, telephone number. So what we want to do is when people fill this form in, we want to tag them, right? So the way we tag them, we go actions, we go here and it says create and add a tag. So we create add tag. And what we want to do is we want to look for the name of, so we've got different categories like property event, we've got a wealth event, we've got a Forex event. So if you just type in Forex, it's going to show where it is, but you have to unclick it so it's not there. So we want to create a new tag, and we want to call it the same as the tag that they've used to register. So this tag is called, so let's say this is for the property event. So let's find the tag for the property event. I know there's quite a lot of tags here. So it's called Property 1 Day event. Where is it? It's quite hard to find. Property. Here it is. Property 1 Day event. Right. So don't click it. If you click this and you click save, it's going to tag it as that. But people who've already registered has already been registered and tagged automatically as this. So we're going to click our Command and Shift and unhighlight that, and we want to select the category first, which is property. So we're going to find property in here. So it's category. Then we're going to copy the name of this, which is, as you can see, LM dash property 1 day Jan 2017, and then we're going to put the dash there. I'm going to put attended. Okay, so now when we click create tag, watch what happens. It puts it right underneath the registration tag and the attended tag, so it's easy to find. Otherwise, if you name it something else, it's going to be lost somewhere in these hundreds of tags. Then remember to click save. Right, so now it says apply tag. So this form, every time someone fills this form in, it's going to apply the tag property 1 day January attended. Okay, so now what we also want to do is we want to remove a tag. Right, we want to remove the previous tag. Where is it? 2017 there. So we want to remove the registration tag, because once they've attended, we'll send emails to these people that did not attend and say, hey, where the hell are you? So we click save. So you see it says it's going to apply the tag property attended. So now we know they've attended, and it's going to remove the tag of property 1 day registered. Because if they've attended and we send them an email saying, hey, where are you? They go, oh, I'm sat in your class. And that's happened before. So that's why we have to apply a tag to attend and remove a tag to the original registration tag. Then we're going to click save. Okay, so now when people fill this in, it's going to apply the tag to say they've attended, and it's going to remove the tag to say it's this. So let's test this out. Let's go to publish. Okay, and then what we want to do is get URL, and then we want to click. And sometimes when you come here, it will say your changes have not been published. You have to click publish sometimes, so it publishes it. So then we're going to click this link here, and then that's going to give us the link. So we come here and we say, my first name is John Lee, John at Wealth Dragon 0, and then the number, then they're going to click submit. So now they've clicked submit, it goes to a page like this. But the problem is, if you're at an event, right, you have to re-click that link again, and it's really messy. So what you want to do is once they fill the form in, you want it to automatically go back to the original form. So how do we do that? So we're going to take this link here, right? And we're going to copy this link, and then we're going to come back to the form, and we're going to go to thank you page, right? So remember, this is the form, actions, and we have thank you. So we're going to go to the thank you page, and we're going to go web address. And what this does is it says, when people have filled this form in, where do you want them to go? So we have a standard thank you page, but we're going to put our own web address in here. So we're going to click paste like this. Do not click this button here. Do not, I repeat, do not click this button here. Right? So just click save. So now, if we come back to this form and we type in John Lee, John 0, if we click submit now, it's going to come back to the page again, just like this, right? So that's how you create a form. And we click, and by the way, I'm going to put the button in the middle. So if you want to edit the form, you can put titles and things like this in here. So let me show you how to do that to make it a little bit more pretty. So here's the form. We want to go to snippets, field snippets, sorry, snippets here. Then we can add a title. So we can put a title in here. We can call this Property Success Conference Registration, right? And then you can add a divider. You put a divider there like that. So it just looks a little bit more pretty. And you can format this and put this in the center. So it looks like this. And you can take this button and we can say, I want the button alignment to be in the center. I want custom style size, so the size of the button's bigger. So if I click save, it looks a little bit like this. So if we click save now, and we click save, or we have to click and then close builder. If we go to publish, it says unpublished changes, you see. So we have to come back here and click publish changes. So that saves it. Then we click save down here. And now, if we test this out, go to publish and go to the hosted URL and click link like this. Now you can see it, you see. So John Lee, John at Wealth Dragons. And the good thing about this is before people enter the room, we know how many people actually turned up, so we know how many chairs to put out. And then it comes back to this. So that's done. So now if there's a lot of, let's say there's 100 people filling this form in at the same time, the system's going to crash. So what you have to do is you have to create another form. So we just copy this form. So we know the name is this, right? So we're going to go to legacy, again, marketing legacy. We're going to go to add a web form. And then we're going to say create a form, copy existing form. So we click this button here, and then we're going to find the property one-day registration at event. So click that and call it the same name, but call it form 2, right? So each laptop will have. So if you've got like 1,000 people at an event, you need about 10 forms. So if we click create form, so now this is a second form. So again, the actions is not the same. So now you have to go back and put the actions in. So apply tag. So the tag is, we come down to the property section, and we want to apply the tag of, where are you? It's quite hard to find sometimes. We want to apply the tag of property attended. Okay, so we click save, and then we'll want to remove the tag, remember, of want to remove the tag of this registered. So this is the registration, this is the attendance, so we click that. And then we click save. And if you go to the thank you page, just check. Now the thank you page needs to be this form here. So again, if we click get URL, This is form 2 now. Remember, the other one had form 1 on there. So let's click the form, this one. We copy this. We come back to this, because this is form 2, remember. So you got thank you page, delete that, and then paste form 2 in there, like this. So now we click save. So now we've created form 2, and it's copied all the, alignment, the button, and all that kind of stuff. You can put pictures and stuff on there, but I just think keep it simple like this. And that's how you do it. If you go to view forms, you can see that you actually have 2 forms there now, right? So you'll create the form again. So again, if we do another one, so add a web form, and we click create form, and then we find our form again, right? So we just click this, so it's going to copy that. Remember to name it the same again, so property form 3, and then just do that and just repeat the process. So that's how you create a registration form the right way.